Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Words on Bathroom Walls. And this is from director Thord Freudenthal, and who has previously made films like Percy Jackson, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and now is taking on this teenage drama about a young man diagnosed with schizophrenia, dealing with that, including a grouping of visual hallucinations while also having auditory ones that are very violent and aggressive and demeaning to him. And Charlie Plummer is the young actor who plays this teenager as he goes to a new school, tries new medications, and slowly starts to fall in love with his first real acquaintance and friend at this new school, who starts to tutor him, played by Taylor Russell, who was also in the film Waves that came out last year. And honestly, at the very heart of this film, their relationship is really endearing and very believable, and I appreciate the chemistry that the two actors between Taylor Russell and Charlie Plummer have, and that's honestly the biggest hook that I had into this film, is because I cared about their budding relationship. Now, Thor Freudenthal comes up with some creative ways of doing the visuals when it comes to his hallucinations. Some of them are pretty impressive and aggressive and oppressing on the audience on purpose, as we're trying to feel that same experience that Charlie Plummer's character is experiencing in this film. And, it's not the most well-crafted or ambitious directing, but Freudenthal does a fine job and does some special things with some of those moments like I mentioned. And there are definitely moments where it feels like you're very much watching a movie. And they're over-the-top moments, like a big speech at the end in front of a bunch of students in the school and stuff like that. And where I think it could have been a little more grounded at times, would have made it a little more believable, a little less cliched. But something that I do really appreciate about this film is that it is very mental health positive and doesn't try to turn this into some kind of like horror thing or some kind of horrible thing that just makes somebody worse. It's very reasonable and empathetic in terms of the strain that it has on this young man, and Charlie Plummer shows that strain in such a powerful way, and he gives such a great performance in this film. There's some other supporting actors that give some solid performances with what they're given, like Molly Parker as his mother, Walton Goggins as his stepfather, and Andy Garcia as a priest at this Catholic school, who honestly was probably my favorite side character in this film, because there's some really great moments and really enlightening moments that him and Charlie Plummer share in this film. And then his 3 visual hallucinations, those performances are a lot of fun as well, and they each bring different dynamics. I still think that one of the more interesting things is really focusing on the auditory hallucinations, which are actually considerably more common than actual visual hallucinations. And this film, honestly, is considerably better than most teenage dramas, and I did really appreciate Words on Bathroom Walls for what it was and what it was trying to do in terms of helping people be more mental health positive. And it has a really endearing, nice little relationship at the center of it, and some strong dynamics. And in the end, I enjoyed this film quite a bit. Wouldn't say this is one of the best films of the year, but I think that it's a really quality teenage drama, and in many ways, those kinds of films can turn out pretty cliched and stilted, and this one does some things fresh and has a very charismatic cast to lead the way. But those are my thoughts on Words on Bathroom Walls. Let me know what you think. Let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.